Hello Legacy students, and welcome to the last video of 2014. So today we're going to look at section 5.5, day 2, which is still on standard form. You're going to want to have some notes, pen or a pencil, and also a calculator perhaps. So this full video is going to be pretty short today. We're going to look at how to write linear equations in standard form. So just a little reminder what standard form is. You should remember this from our last video. Standard form of a linear equation looks something like ax plus by equals c, and a cannot be negative. So you're always going to have an equation ax plus by equals c. So basically we're going to want x and y on the same side. So that's going to be our job for the day. So first example, we want to get y equals negative 3/7 x plus 5 into standard form. So I'm going to rewrite that here. Y equals negative 3/7 x plus 5. So your first job or first idea to do is to get rid of this fraction. So you're always going to want to multiply by the denominator or the number on the bottom. So I'm going to multiply everything I see here by 7. Don't forget to multiply that 5 also. So I get 7 times y, which is going to give me 7y. Now, these 7s are just going to cancel each other out. So I'm going to be left with negative 3x plus 5 times 7, which is 35. Something very important is that those 7s do cancel out. That's why I multiplied by 7. So you're always going to multiply by the denominator to every single term. Now, standard form, if you remember, it looks something like this. We want x and y to the same side. So to get x and y to the same side, I'm going to add 3x to both sides. So if I add these two, they're just going to kind of go beside each other because they're not like terms. This is going to cancel out, and I'm going to be left with 35. So I have 3x plus 7y equals 35. That is in standard form. I do not need to worry any further about it. Let's take a look at this one. So we need to transform y minus 2 equals negative 1/3 times the quantity of x plus 6. First things I would do, get it y equals. Because right now it's kind of messy. So I have negative 1/3 x plus 6. So just like what we would have done before, let's distribute that negative 1/3 in. So I'm going to have y minus 2 equals negative 1/3 x, and this negative 1/3 times 6. What is 1/3 of 6? That's what I'm going to ask myself. So I know that that is 2. So since I have a negative and a positive, I get a minus. So then I need to get y alone yet. So I'm going to add 2 to both sides. I get y equals negative 1/3 x. These guys cancel. Oh, this cancels too. So that's just plus 0, but I'm just not even going to write it. Now, I want x and y on the same side. And I cannot have a fraction for a. So let's get rid of that fraction right away. I'm going to multiply by the denominator. So I'm going to multiply this by 3 and this by 3. So I'm going to get 3y equals negative, 3's are going to cancel. I'm going to be left with negative 1x. Now, x and y are not on the same side. That's my goal. So I'm going to add 1x to both sides. And we are going to get, if I write over here, 1x plus 3y equals 0. Last example. This should actually be example 3. Forgot to change the number there. So they want to do y equals 1/2 x plus 6. So I'm going to write that down here so I can start my problem out. There we go. So just like last time, let's distribute that 1/2 in. Let's see actually what we're working with. So I have 1/2 x. It looks like plus 3. Because 1/2 of 6 is 3. So now I'm going to get rid of that 1/2. So I'm going to multiply by the denominator. I'm going to multiply by 2 to everybody. So I'm going to get 2y equals, 2's are going to cancel. I'm going to be left with 1x. 1x. 3 times 2 is going to give me 6. Now, x and y need to be on the same side, so I'm going to subtract 1x. Now, you're probably saying, well, x and y is on the same side, Miss Marsh. We've accomplished what we need. But remember, a, or the number in front, cannot be negative. So right now, I have this -1. So basically, what you're going to want to do is change everyone's sign. So he's going to become positive. He's going to become negative. And that 6 is going to become negative. A cannot be negative. Remember that, remember that, remember that. That is the end of the video. See you later, Sabers.